Orders are as follows. Good morning, cadets. Welcome back to our Horizon Forbidden West playthrough, where I'm gonna explore this base that we are in. I see how much we can explore. Right, I see doors opening. Some of them were closed. In the meantime, I did actually. What about the floors? So it's just level 1 to explore. Right. Just want to point out that what was it? For Infiltrator, I decided to leave Infiltrator, was it? Yeah, Silence Try Gain. Try to be more stealth. And I did put the last point in Quick Trapper. I like to put traps faster on the field in case, I don't know, I have a situation and I want to put some traps and then load some machines. Kind of need to do a bit more faster because in the last fight, kind of failed quite a bit in putting traps.
Looks like another office.
If no one's ever been here, who built all this?
Gaia did, with the help of machines.
Okay. Don't tell me I'm just gonna explore this base and there's not gonna be any... I mean... Yeah. Now that I think logically, why would there be any data points around here? If nobody came here. Right?
This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. Unfortunately, those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed.
That's too bad.
Okay. It's that room. Okay, where exactly am I? Be showers. More like bathroom showers.
What's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for control center operatives.
Reminds me of the bedhouse aspirants had to sleep in the night before the proving.
Indeed. Yeah, it's one just for here. Unless there's more on the other side or another room.
Door's locked until Gaia can restore access.
The same locked. Isn't this the first office we actually went through? I think it was. I don't have much left to explore. I'll do a quick pass in the middle, see if there's any... Nope, no commentary.
Through that door is a trail that leads towards Plainsong.
So I could head back east if I need to, once we're done here.
Correct.
This is where they should...
No good. Door's locked until Gaia can restore access. Oh, I've been down here before. It's where I first got into the facility.
What's all this stuff for?
This facility was designed to process an immense amount of data from the terraforming system. This is where it would have been stored. Aloy, you have now visited all accessible rooms of the facility.
Okay, nice. So...
Looks like some kind of storage room.
Well, more or less explored, but nice to see I got the confirmation that I explored everything. Assuming this... Yeah, we'll drop down through the shaft. And there was on the other side actually, not the exit to the east, should be the exit to the west. Should be this one. I have a feeling maybe after we talk with Gaia, that's gonna open.
Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
I mean, sure, why don't they join me? Isn't... We're not gonna hold secrets, right? Okay. Maybe
Hello,
later on.
Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But two big ones first.
Okay, let's start with the subordinate functions first.
We're not gonna be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving.
Okay.
Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Thur, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
So, water, flora,
And
and
Hephaestus?
fauna?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Thur, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time.
Of
But
course.
in all other respects, it will suffice.
Okay. Any idea about the strangers that we encountered?
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The
Really?
extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy.
Wait, what do you mean?
The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away.
So, not
A
this.
distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
So way beyond the solar system.
Okay, so what's so far away and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Sirius? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship.
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed?
Keep it a secret?
They didn't want anyone to know.
Exactly.
They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
Okay, that's... Alright. Okay, let's ask more questions about the subordinate functions. About the ones you detected.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather.
Yeah, okay, I'm mistaken on that
Poseidon
one.
controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
And about the missing subordinate functions?
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
Alright. I have a thought about it. If the Far Zenith were able to get a DNA sample from Elizabeth, and we saw at the beginning they were trying to get a copy of Gaia and, you know, get some stuff, but they couldn't. I wonder if by any chance they have some of the missing subordinate functions, and then somehow we join forces. They bring the subordinate functions we cannot get, and we bring the subordinate functions that they cannot get. So I'm just curious. Anyway, about Hephaestus.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Makes sense. Right. But why wait to subdue Hephaestus?
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
So basically, have the bigger stick. And how do we trap Hephaestus once we get to that point?
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
And could Hephaestus help defeat the Zeniths?
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
That's extreme.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Okay. We do have questions about the Zeniths. Oh, did you track the signal?
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was Far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
Nice. Nicely done, Gaia. And... okay. What about their technology? They seem to have some pretty advanced stuff.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes, as your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of combat machines. No shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
Okay. About the signal and the other subordinate functions.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
Interesting. So, I mean, I wanted to ask like why it would target Hades specifically, but yeah, makes sense because Hades is the one that had the ability to do a clean slate protocol in case something fudged up by the other subordinate functions. So yeah, but whoever sent the signal, did it plan to have the other subordinate functions and did it taken into account, or he just sent the signal and said like, whatever happens. Anyway, but about the clone.
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so.
I mean, sure, yeah. If you're talking about Elizabeth, I wouldn't understand, but we're talking about a clone. And both the clone and Aloy were raised in different environments, so different ideas for sure. What do you know about the Far Zenith Descendants plan?
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system...
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere, to their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction, instead of salvation. Well, this is not good.
Definitely. I guess. No. We do have one more question. How did the descendants get here? Did they use the same ship or?
You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin.
Tell me about it. I guess this is it for the questions about the Zenith. We still have topic of the biosphere.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Thur, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
How long do we have?
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Thur, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts.
Alright, let's get started.
I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Thur is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Yep.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located there.
A ruin in
Oh.
the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Thur, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
Oh. I mean, we go by level, right? Ether, Poseidon, Demeter. And since I think I'm like around level 18. But yeah, Ether.
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region.
That would be nice.
Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
Well, unless we have a new set of questions.
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Alright, so we're taking the west door because of story. Sure, let's do just that. What do you mean it's unknown here? Okay, data point discover, subordinate functions. Right below you will find the summary of the subordinate functions. I have included a preliminary analysis of how retrieval of Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will allow me to effect modest correction to the biosphere. I hope you will find it useful. Gaia. Ether, Alpha Project Lead, Anders Larsson, heuristic processing density 6.8%, function, detoxification and stabilization of Earth's atmosphere, location Tanak territory, retrieval analysis. Retrieval of Ether should result in improved atmospheric condition in the region, which in turn should quell the most violent of supercell storms. Apollo. Alpha Project Lead, Samunai Baji, heuristic processing density 4.8, function education of cradle-born humans, location unknown. Note, the Apollo database and all known backups have been deleted by authority of Ted Faro's Omega clearance. Artemis. Alpha Project Lead, Charles Ronson, heuristic processing density 7.4, functional introduction of primary and secondary animal species, location unknown. Demeter. Alpha Project Lead, Tanako Naoto, heuristic processing density 8.3, function environmental remediation and stabilization, the introduction of primary and secondary plant species, location the Pacific coast. Retrieval analysis. Retrieval of Demeter should result in improved soil conditions in the region, reducing the proliferation of red blight. Eleuthia. Alpha Project Lead, Patrick Brochard Klein, heuristic processing density 3.6, function gestation of humans from cryogenically preserved embryos in cradle facilities, location unknown. Note, Eleuthia has fulfilled this function by birthing all of its embryos and releasing humans back into the wilds, albeit prematurely. Hades. Alpha Project Lead, Travis Tate, heuristic processing density 3.2, function destruction of non-viable biospheres, location permanently destroyed. I'm still a bit on the fence about Hades. There may still be a version of him somewhere. Maybe Farzinit has one. Who knows? Face this. Alpha Project Lead, Margot Shen. Heuristic Processing Density 39.4. Okay. Function, design, production, and maintenance of cauldron facilities and terraforming machines. Location, the global cauldron network. Minerva, Alpha Project Lead. IOMED, Okilo, heuristic processing density 17.2. Function, generation and broadcast of forest swarm deactivation codes. Location merged with Gaia. Poseidon, Alpha Project Lead, Catalina Garcia Fernandez, heuristic processing density 7.7, function, detoxification of Earth's hydrosphere, location, the ruins of Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, I guess so. Retrieval analysis, retrieval of Poseidon should result in improved watershed condition in the region, reducing the proliferation of toxic red algae. Okay. Anything else that I discovered? So we had the data point. And what else did you discover? Something Jones? It's somewhere, I guess. I'm not seeing exactly. Anything that appeared here? No. Okay. What's... So examine Cyclops console.
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. I think I can reconnect some of them already.
Okay, so
It
here's...
seems like there are more out there.
Gotcha. So here's where we put the module. We have 1 out of 10, but the character bios, Ether, Poseidon, Demeter, Apollo, Artemis. Where was this data point? RCC? Yeah. Here you have compiled available information on the parametric situational climate observation placement assessment, or Cyclops for short, for your perusal. The regional control center was intended to oversee terraforming the operations in the area. Cyclops was included as a failsafe. It consists of a network of 10 drones, designed to automatically deploy in the event of biosphere degradation. The drones would then disperse to various locations in the region, where they would capture footage of the surrounding environment to display on the dome of the control room. It appears that the Cyclops drones did in fact deploy successfully. In comparing the facility's log to data from your focus, it seems that this occurred not long after the first appearance of supercell storms and the Red Blight. However, each drone lost connection with the regional control center shortly thereafter, likely due to environmental interference. If the drones are still in operation, acquiring their data modules and returning them to the console in the control room should restore their connections, allowing you to view their footage. Gaia. Did this marked on the map now? Okay, it says 10. Still I need tools to breathe underwater. I guess I'm gonna need tall necks, and then I'm gonna see where the other drones are. Or it could be one of this area in the unknowns as well. There's still like 10. This is the one underwater, one of the gods. The outpost, sure. Let's connect. the only
Drone's
drone
reconnected
that...
now.
Oh, should automatically... Yeah, so there's one in the north, by the looks of it. So if I go towards the other side quest, what was it? Him... something? The little settlement that is under attack by the Nacht. Or looks like it's just further up north from Plainsong. I'm just assuming the highlighted triangle, which is in the middle of the border territory, is the location of the drone. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, what can you show me? Let's see about this drone. Oh, this is awesome. And I'm gonna see what?
I like this one.
Whoa. Yeah, this is awesome.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
Do you have anything new to? No.
See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
I was hoping maybe she would have something to say about the drones there. Okay, let's go to the west exit, finish with this interlude quest, and then I'm gonna leave it there for
Okay.
this episode.
I need to bring Thur back for Gaia. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit. But I could head back east first. Check on how Plainsong's doing after the attack.
I mean, I can still return back, right? I'm hoping. And I don't think it's gonna block you.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think it'll be better this way.
What's
After
gonna be
you,
better?
Aloy.
I guess you don't want to tell me just yet. Alright, big playground to play around. Damn, what a sight.
I need to head further west. To, get more of Gaia's components. Make her stronger. You two can stay here in the meantime. And Gaia can help get you up to speed. I'm not trying to shut you out. It's like training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. Bring him here. Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now, and like you said, Gaia can teach us, catch us up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, one for backup.
While you're at it, stop by Stone's Echo and look for Milu. Give her a message for Talana that I found a way over the mountains.
Will do.
Are you going with him?
No. After what happened in the cave below, I want to stay here a while. There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking
Sure.
forward to it. When will you be back?
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tenakth clanlands are suffering from storms, machines, and now Regala.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting, Aloy.
You take care now.
The Tenakth clanlands. Somewhere out there's 3 of Gaia's subfunctions. And who knows what else.
Okay, do I have... That's completed. I do have a campfire right here. Yeah, I'll just get So that's Ether, Demeter, Poseidon. I'm surprised that Ether is the closest. I draw a straight line. Oh, kind of seems Poseidon is a bit more closer, but maybe it depends on the layout of the land. You might need to zigzag a lot. It's not gonna be exactly a straight line. Just out of curiosity. I don't know. Maybe they're both at the same length of travel time. They just tossed a coin and said like, sure, whatever. Let's put Ether, the closest one. But yeah. Okay, let's
Snow crunch under my boots.
let's see if I can get all the way to the top. See if I can get that machine spot discovered. And then I should be able to just lie down. Come on. Okay, sure, I'm at the top. Anything? Right, I'm gonna select that campfire.
Is this easy?
Just make a quick glide. Do I actually have? I don't have these machines. Hold up, yeah. Weak against the water thingy. Strong against thunder. I don't know what exactly was that icon. Okay, then we just glide down.
Race? Well, they definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed.
Okay.
I'll probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
I suppose you're a rumor, right? Let's listen to the rumor, because I'm just right here.
You're the outlander who stood against Regala and her rebels.
Only if it means we're good here.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood, or whatever you Easterners think we do. The slaughter at the embassy wasn't your fight, yet you stood by the marshals. As far as I'm concerned, you're no enemy of the Tenakth. But you are going to need help if you plan on surviving the clanlands. I hear and see many things as a scout. I could share them with you, aid you on your journey.
I'd be grateful.
Well then, choosing the right rations can be just as important to your chance of survival as choosing the right weapons. If you want food that'll save your life out in the wilds, go northwest to Saltbite. The cook there, Pintala, she'll whip up a meal for anyone who needs it, Tenakth or not.
I'll make sure to pay her a visit if I'm out that way.
Alright. This is just an errand. Talk with her, which is way out there. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly out here.
Okay, you're really not gonna give me... There we go. Now you gave me that one. Alright, let's get back to the campfire. I'm gonna save there, and then I'm gonna double back to the east because we do have some side quests to deal with. Also, I did not see you here. Oh, you're actually... Is this... Concentration. Ah, yeah, this is the one that I'm kind of losing acid resistance quite a bit. And actually get the vulnerability to it. But yeah, we're gonna double back to the east. Where do I have? This would be the closest campfire. Finish exploring here, and then of course river him. Yeah, no, I knew it was something with him, but I kind of forgot. So yeah, explore what's left here. So that's probably gonna be 2 or 3 episodes, depending how long it's gonna take. Exploring the relic ruins, and then the quest from here. Hunting grounds I can do off screen, but I'll probably just do one of the trial on screen just to give it a try, and then the rest I'll complete it off screen. The rebel outpost, maybe I'll forgo the stealth and just go not guns blazing, arrow blazing, and do it as quickly as possible, and then the rest we'll see what's there. But for now, I'm gonna leave it here for this episode and continue next time. So hopefully you enjoyed this part, guys. But as always, don't forget to take care.